So the first step is to download Visual Studio Code. So you can go to google.com and then type download Visual Studio Code, press the enter key. And this is the very first link, which is code.visualstudio.com. So you can download here free AI code editor. So when you click, it will redirect to the website. And here if you are using Windows, you will select Windows. If you are using Mac, so you select Mac. In my case, I'm using Windows 11. So I will click here, and in next few seconds, it pop-ups a window where it says to download the setup, which is 220 MB. So let's start downloading it. And in next few seconds, it will complete the download, and I will show you the setup steps as well. And it's quite easy to install Visual Studio Code in your system. Okay. Alright, so the setup has been downloaded. Now let's click open and install Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is the screen, the first initial step. So you have to click I accept the agreement, click on next, select the relevant drive. In my case, I'm installing in C drive, click next. Then if you want to create a shortcut, or if you don't want, I mean, it's your choice. Click next, create a desktop icon. All right, let's create next and click on install. So now it's preparing to install, and again it will take a few more seconds or minute to install. Once the steps will finish, then we'll start using it. Alright, so installation has been completed, and now let's launch Visual Studio Code. So let's click on finish, and now it will open. So let's wait a few more seconds. Moreover, you need to also install the Power BI modeling MCP server. Okay, so you can go to marketplace.studio.com. Okay, or you can use this application as well. All right, so let's continue. That tells you to sign in, and it's also have a choice continue without signing in. So we'll sign in. You choose your personal preference how you want to sign in to use the GitHub Copilot. Okay, so I choose the Google. Okay, so I'm using my Gmail account. Let's click on continue. Alright, so it says launching Visual Studio Code. Let's open. Okay, so get started. Now I have the Visual Studio Code here. Okay, and I can install from here as well. I will use this chat box here to give the prompts as well. Alright, so now we have Visual Studio Code, and we will click here on extensions, and we need to add two extensions. The first one is GitHub Copilot, and the second one is Power BI MCP Server. Power BI MCP Server. So it will take few seconds, and that's Power BI MCP, that is connect cloud core to Power BI. We have this, and we have also this as well, Power BI modeling MCP server. So let's click on install, and it's installing. Okay, so it will take few more seconds to install. Meanwhile, we can see the Power BI developer based on natural language request through this LLM model connects the MCP protocol, and it can work on Power BI desktop, Fabric workspace, or Power BI project file. Okay. Alright, so switch to pre-release version. Okay. These are the commands to get start. If you are using for Power BI desktop, you have to type like this: connect to, then your file name, and in Power BI desktop. If you are using semantic model in Fabric workspace, so you have to type this. Okay, and if you are using Power BI project file, so you have to type in a different way. So that's given here. All right, so the two extensions has been there now. The first one is Power BI modeling MCP server. This is now installed. Okay, and GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot. Oh yeah, this one. GitHub Copilot Chat. Okay, so you need this as well. This is already installed. Okay, so these two extensions are required. Another thing you can do is you can also install Claude as well. If you want to connect not with GitHub Copilot, you can install the extension for uh, chat for Cloud Code. So you can use this as well. And additionally, I have also installed the extension for Python as well. Okay. But primarily you need Power BI MCP Server and GitHub Copilot Chat. Okay, let me install this as well. Right, and let me show you here in the installed this one. So once those two things are available, then we can start using the Power BI file and give the prompt here in this chat window to the agent, and it will connect to the file in Power BI, and we can make data model. We can just give prompt based on NLP, and it will start working. Okay, so let's see the demonstration. All right, so now once you have all those required extensions installed, that was Power BI MCP Server and GitHub Copilot Chat. So you can start with a blank screen where you will give here the prompt. Okay, but once you start giving the prompt, definitely you will be using, if you are using the GitHub Copilot, so you have to enable the settings as well from your GitHub account as well. Okay, otherwise it will not work. So primarily it will give you an error or kind of a notification. So what you can do is you have to create the GitHub account. If you don't have, you can create one. So I have already logged in into my github.com account. Okay, as you can see on the screen. So I will click on my picture, which is on top right side. That opens the menu of my profile. So I will go to Copilot settings. Okay, and that will redirect me to do this necessary settings required. Here you can see install Copilot in your editor. Okay, so this is already there. uh, Chat with Copilot anywhere, go to Copilot. Okay, and I will not change anything from here, but just to make sure that these things are enabled, like semantic indexing for non-GitHub repositories is enabled, Copilot Chat in github.com is enabled, Copilot CLI is enabled, Copilot in GitHub desktop, this is important. Okay, Copilot in GitHub desktop, this is enabled. Okay, and most of the things are enabled, right? um, Another thing is MCP servers in Copilot. Connect MCP servers to Copilot in all Copilot editors and Copilot and Cloud Agent. So this is also enabled. Okay, so you have to cross check that these settings are there, right? And drive D, I have created a folder, Power BI Products Performance Dashboard, where you can see there is a database Excel file which is already imported in this PBIX file. Name is Products Performance Dashboard. Okay, now if I go to the Visual Studio Code, here I need to first connect my PBIX file. So I have to write like connect to, then I have to give the entire path. You can see the example here in Power BI desktop. Okay, so let me copy the file path. How we can do that? Just right click, and here you can see copy as path. Okay, so click on it, and let's go to Visual Studio Code. Let's type connect to, and that's the path of the file in Power BI desktop. Now as soon as I press enter key, let's see what happens. We have done all the necessary settings, but if any prompt message or error comes, we have to first resolve it in order to connect. Alright, it says I will open the specific PBX file in Power BI desktop, then verify the model connection is available. Okay. Alright, let's see and wait few more seconds. Okay, so it has done something. It's says that allow in this section. Yes, let's allow. Okay, so the connector attaches to a running Power BI desktop model. So I am checking the file path and launching that. First, once desktop exposes its local model, I will attach to it. Okay, so because we are doing it very first time, so we need to give permissions every time. Enable auto approve, we can do that as well. Let's allow it for now and wait few more seconds. Alright, so it first tested the path, now it's connecting to this file and it's opening that file for me. Okay, so it's opening the file for me as in Power BI. So let's few more seconds. Means we don't need to open uh, the file at the very first stage. It will open for you as well. Okay, prompt as well. So now it says connected successfully to products performance dashboard.pbix in Power BI desktop. The model is ready for queries or edits, right? So this means our GitHub account settings were done. We have given the permission and our file has been opened now successfully. Now whatever you want to try it out with your existing file, okay, you want to make a model that is already there, you can give a prompt for creating some DAX explicit measures. So we can give a prompt here as well. Let's do it demo. Alright, so now I will check my data, all the tables. So I have the customers table, fact, sales, products, stores, and zip codes. So if I go my model view, and the fact table is already connected with the dimension table with one-to-many relationship, identifying a common column between two tables, right? The next thing is that I can give a prompt to the Visual Studio Code that is using the GitHub Copilot Chat that understand my data set. Let's say if I say understand my data set and suggest descriptive analytics. So I'm just giving a very simple prompt to it and let's see what it provides as a response. And there is no calendar dimension table right now in my Power BI report, right? So I will also give a prompt that create a calendar dimension table for me. Okay, but let first complete this. That what kind of suggestions for descriptive analytics it provides us. Okay, so all right, I need to make sure that I click on allow in this session as well. All right, so it's preparing and we have to wait for a few seconds. Meanwhile, we can go through here. So we can see that because we also want to create some time intelligence related measures as well for current month, previous month, and variance. So we don't have a dimension calendar table right here, right? So instead of creating it manually, we will be using this AI to create for us as well. Okay, let's allow this. Okay, so are you sure you want to execute DAX queries on your database? So what it gives me is the model is healthy and contains one tabular semantic model. I am pulling the table inventory and column metadata together now. That will reveal the grain, dimensions, measures, and any obvious date or product fields or for any analytics recommendations. Okay, so let's continue the operation. Let's see what it gives us. It's trying to put some DAX in that as well. Okay, so it says the dataset is a 2-year retail sales fact table. That is very true. which has 108,000 sales raws, and then units, 74 products, right? 15 stores and 800 customers. That absolutely right. Okay. So it also says me the dimensional rollups are clear. Cakes generates about 1.6 million, roughly 39.6% of total revenue. Chips are next at about 613,000. Store revenue is comparatively even across about the 15 locations, while the model generated date table is not filtering the facts date correctly. So I am validating the time access directly from the sales. All right. So here we have database understanding we have that one fact sales table. That is very true. From January 2011 to December 12, calculated revenue is 4.03 million across 15 stores, 800 customers, 74 products across 7 categories. And wow, so it has found us for key descriptive findings for us and recommended descriptive analytics. It says that you can create an executive summary for showing total revenue, units sold, sales transaction count, revenue per transaction, revenue per customer, top category, and product. That is, I think, absolutely fine as a perspective of executive summary. Then time analysis, again, year over year revenue comparison, monthly seasonality, best and worst sales months, right? Then product analysis, wow, awesome. Store and geography analysis, customer analysis. So I think that is very much detailed uh, provided. The generated date table appears to contain dates from 2015 while sales are run from. All right, let me give a command here if it can generate for us a calendar dimension table. So let me write a simple prompt again, create a calendar dimension table and take the minimum and maximum date from fact sales table and add all necessary columns in calendar table. So again, I have given a very simple prompt, right? So we need a calendar dimension table, right? So let's see how it works, and it will definitely need to automatically create that for us. Okay, so let me minimize the screen. Okay, yes. Okay, yes, continue the operation. So we have given the permission. Let's see what happens here. Now see, one or more calculations states need to be manually refreshed. I think it's working. So see, the Visual Studio Code is working, and on the background you can see the Power BI file is being refreshed. So I'm not doing anything manually, right? I mean, that's being automatically done here. Everything. Allow in this session. We can see here. See this. See this calendar table is here now. Awesome. Automatically here, right? Allow. Let's allow this. And we can see if we have here. See, the calendar table is here. Great. So automatically the calendar table is here. And submit. Yes. So I hope you understand now that through the AI connecting the appropriate model through the Visual Studio Code, just give the prompt and it will do for you any kind of DAX calculation through an explicit measure or data modeling things you can do as well. Yes, continue the operation. So start is being also see connected with the fact sales table as well, right? It will take few more seconds. Meanwhile, we can do this calendar table here as well. So see, it has created a DAX for us automatically. I mean, you can imagine we can spend a lot of time in doing this part, but here we have now this thing available, and year, month number, month sort, right? Month short, and then quarter number, quarter. But this is a dimension calendar table for the organizations follows from Jan to December. But you can also change that as well. I mean, you can just give again a prompt that I need a calendar table for fiscal years like July to June. So it will create for you as well. The idea is clear practically, that how easy it is to use AI to do all the things which we do manually, taking a lot of hours and days. Now it's just a fraction of few minutes using the AI tools, right? Okay, now we have that calendar table here, that schema is there, right? Now we don't have any explicit measures, right? And also time intelligence DAX. So what we can do here is, let's give a simple prompt again. So I will say now, so now I can give a simple prompt that create the explicit measures using DAX for having the total sales, then quantity, customers, and time intelligence DAX. Now see this, all the steps has been completed here, and it says me that added year, month number, month short, quarter number, week number, day of the week, number, and is weekend. You can give up again prompt if you find anything is still remaining. You can give a prompt, it will again create for you, or you can change it to the fiscal as well. Okay, it has already marked the calendar table as the official date column. Okay, and then added the active relationship, so it's also showing that it has created the relationship as well, and deactivated the old auto generated local date relationships. All right, so now add explicit, let's give a simple prompt again. Now add explicit measures to calculate total sales, total quantity, and customers. And I also want uh, current month, previous month, and month on month variance measures as well. So again, it's a very short prompt. You can spend some more 2-3 minutes to give a detailed prompt. See, your prompt should be very much focused and detailed. Okay, and the clarity in your prompt will be the more effective responses and results will be from this particular thing generates in your Power BI file. Okay, so it will again take few seconds, and will do that working for you. So now you can understand that if your boss gives you a very complex kind of business situation, you can give a proper prompt to it, and you can and then you have to cross check as well, it's if it's working fine or not. If it's working fine, I mean, it will save a lot of your time, right? So all right, so now see, when I come here, okay, and see, it has created these explicit measures for me: total sales, total quantity, total customers, current month, previous. And when I go back to my Power BI file, see, here it is, total sales. And see, it has not used the concept for calculated columns, it has used the iterative functions using sum x, right? And this is absolutely right to get the total sales, which will be 4.03, I guess. Let me check. Yes, 4.03, right? Then total quantity as well, so 894,000, right? Total customers were 800, I guess. Yes, exactly. See how awesome it is, right? So it has used distinct count DAX for total customers, for total quantity, just a simple sum of the quantity column from fact sales, and as well as the current month balances is using the calculate and dates MTD DEX, right? So see, so easy, so cool. All your calculations are there in just seconds through this particular tool, which is Visual Studio Code and usually AI correct LLM models, right? So I hope you like this video. This was just a demonstration that how you can get started and use these things to make more efficient use of Power BI applications using either GitHub Copilot Chat or Claude or any other tool. All right, so now let me give another prompt so that you can see that as well. So I have written a very simple prompt again. Create explicit measure using DAX for the calculation of current week and previous week and variance as well. Okay, so we don't have any week on week calculation right now, so we want to create that. So I'm just using a very simple prompt. So let's wait for a few seconds. Meanwhile, you can observe here, as you can see, now it's starting to read the models and tables on the back end and applying the relevant DAX. But our main responsibility is once we have all those DAX explicit measures available, we need to check them properly as well. Okay. Now see, wow, automatically the current week and the previous week and week on week sales variance, as percentage is there. Superb, right? Now another command I can give is put all the explicit measures in a separate table by creating relevant folders as well. So I don't want all my explicit measures here and there. I want to save them as a separate table and within the subfolders. So I want to move them. So I can do with the interface as well, but I'm just giving again a very simple prompt. So let's do it. So it will automatically select all the explicit measures, put in a separate table and create the relevant subfolders. I will create the dedicated explicit measures table again, hide its placeholder field, move all 11 explicit measures into it and organize them into sales matrices and time intelligence folders, right? So let's see here the Power BI. You will see the impact next few seconds. Wow, it has been done, right? So the placeholder column is hidden and all measures were validated successfully. So you can see that explicit measures, then we have the subfolder time intelligence and sales matrices, right? So this proves that whatever kind of even simple or complex challenges you find for creating explicit measures using DAX or doing the data modeling or anything related to tables, relationships, calculations, business use cases, you can just give a proper prompt and it will do it for you. So this video just for the demonstration that how easy it is once we are spending a lot of time and days in doing some simple calculations that done with the help of these AI tools very easily in few seconds. But our responsibility is to check all those things properly. Okay. Thank you.